Good evening, Ruskin enjoyers. Hope you're doing all right. So right now, it's the 15th of November, 2024, and you've probably seen the title of the video by now. I know exactly what you're here for, but let's just quickly give you some context. Ruskin's right now doing very, very nice, which is a big surprise because it's the middle of November. It's a bit early, but the momentum that we are seeing with the player counts, very, very good. So take a look at October 2024. Average player count, almost 90,000. Peak player count, 169,000. Take a look at November so far. 91,500. Peak player count, 182,000. That is really, really silly, especially when you just make a quick comparison to the previous year. 69,000 for pretty much all of the autumn-fall seasonal dip, and they only really peaked at like 130,000. What gives? Well, we had a very, very, very interesting update for October Force Wipe, the World Update. It had a lot of very curious people jumping in, enjoying themselves. They stuck around, and well, with so many people playing right now, the Ruskins, they've already gone up in price, and so many of them right now are already peaking to new all-time high prices. Whiteout Hoodie, for example, take one quick look at this. The lowest listing right now is currently sitting there at $14, but if you remove that, it's all up to about $15, and if you look at the all-time sales, you can clearly see it's reaching a new all-time high price. But hang on a minute, isn't it usually January time where we see skins reach new all-time high prices? Yes, it is. This is what's so absurd. So, just to understand this, usually what happens when it's December, Christmas happens in the Western world, and, at least winter break for many kids in school, so there's lots of time off, and once it gets to around Christmas time, there's a lot of people in the Western world where, they're not working as much. Plenty of free time. Are they sitting around with a family? Nope. They're going to be playing Rust. A lot of people play Rust. More people play the game. More demand for skins. Skin prices increase ever so nicely. Look at the past 2 years for January. You could see 95,000 average for 2023, 176,000 for the peak player count. And then earlier this year, January 2024, I only did just over 90,000 average, but the peak player count was 190,000. Things are pretty absurd, as you can see right now. So, in my most recent Rust rotation video, I alluded to the fact that on SCMM.app you can sign in, make it track your inventory, and there's like a leaderboard. And I was like 15th, wasn't I? And I said, don't worry, I'll trade over all the skins from my many accounts, put it onto one account, and you can see how much I truly have. I have 52,955 skins worth over $75,000. So, yay! Is this a problem? Yes, I need help. Please come take all of my skins. No, I'm joking. But anyway, don't look at all of these skins and think, Hedge, why did you buy all of them? No. I buy-ordered them at a cheaper price. Pretty much every single skin you see here, I've bought at a cheaper price, and I could sell right now for a nice profit. Might not be huge, but many small profits definitely lead to a big fat profit. Oh, yeah. And I'm kind of questioning, do I want to sell right now? I'm definitely leaning towards yes because, well, I do have a lot of skins. But I'm also trying to aim to get the best potential profits as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about how I'm going to approach all of these skins now, and also try and give you a good idea in regards to don't be dumb. What do you mean? Well, let's go show you some examples. So as I said, many skins selling very nicely right now, but there's also a lot of people being quite lazy or dumb where they unload all of their stock in one go. And this only leads to problems. So a perfect example is right here, the Festive Garlands. These are a wonderful bit of decoration that's always reintroduced at Christmas time. Loads of people appreciate it. It gives off light. You don't have to spend fuel on it. You get the idea. Cool. Now there's about 600 listings right now. You can't see everything. So I have an extension called Steam Inventory Helper. I click this, I see more listings, I see more buy orders. And you might notice a certain individual has listed 172. But this is dumb. This is bad, and you shouldn't do this. Avoid doing this, please. So what's so wrong? Well, you've built up a wall, and you've killed the momentum this skin had. So let me elaborate. This was doing very nicely. This sells in the Rust store at $3.49. Right now, yes, it is profitable, but it could have gone up even higher. With anticipation of Christmas just around the corner, because it is halfway through November, lots of people would be expected to jump onto the Steam market and buy these, and it could have gone up even higher in price. But because this individual has listed 172, all of their stock, they've built up a big wall, they've killed the momentum, it's not going past this until that's gone. If he listed all of his stock at free in batches of 3 or 5, it would have sold pretty quickly, and then once that was done, it would have risen up even more and more and more. But what's happened here is he's put down everything he had, and it scared other people to unload everything they have as well. So now we have a 70 here and a 12 here and a 30 here. That's not helping anyone. So if you happen to own one of these and thought, oh, I could probably sell it around December time and make a lovely bit of profit, unfortunately, now it looks like it's going to be a bit of a struggle. Maybe you might want to sell to the highest buy order or just list below this, but you can see how it's caused the issue of this eventually going down in price now. And funnily enough, it actually peaked in price this past summer. You can also see in previous years how it's peaked up in price even higher. Like back in 2022, that sold for $20 at one point. But of course, it was reintroduced at $3.49. Ooh. But look at last year compared to this year. Do you notice a difference? Too many people jumped in, trying to make an investment and dumping and whatnot. And, well, that's looking a lot better compared to here. And in fact, it's still going down. So, unfortunately, other people exist. Other people do things like this, whether it's laziness or ignorance, you know, maybe they just don't fully realise what they're doing. But I've informed you now. Be smarter about it. I have tons and tons of skins. I could flood the market with tons and tons of stock, but I don't want to do that because I'll kill all the momentum that's currently going on, and that would affect my potential profits as well. Now you get it. Why would you unload every single thing, kill the momentum, and then, of course, ruin your own potential profits? If you sell everything in smaller batches, it will easily sell. It will disappear pretty quickly. Just load up another batch of small skins, small batch of skins again. Yes, you do have to stick around maybe every hour or so, but that's fine. It takes 2 minutes to make a listing. Okay, look, another 3 listings have been put on the Steam market. Ta-da! And you don't kill all of your profits. You get the idea. Makes sense. I can give you another example right here. This literally just became marketable like yesterday, and someone's already gone and put down 26. Now, that's not like 172 and whatnot, but don't you think that could have gone up in price even higher if we didn't have that 26 right there? Now, I will quickly point this out to you. If you've been keeping an eye on the workshop page, more specifically looking at all the pictures, you'd notice that there is a Forest Raiders furnace right there. All right. What do you think would happen if that were to be, submitted to the workshop and accepted? Pretty sure everybody's going to probably start buying that. With the arrival of the small box, we saw the locker go up in price very nicely, didn't we? So, seeing that happening, you really don't know what you're doing. But I've explained everything to you. If he listed his in smaller batches, it would sell quite easily. It would potentially rise up even higher. And if we do see that furnace appear, it's probably going all the way up to $4 and beyond, much like what happened to the locker. All right? So be smarter in how you approach things in wanting to make sales. And now we question, is right now the best time to consider selling your skins? I don't fully know. But if you're like me, where you have, a lot, it probably isn't too bad to sell right now. But again, in smaller batches, because if it's profit, it's profit. That's the way I look at it. Yes, I've sold some skins too early, and they've risen up in price even higher. But you know what? I didn't cry about it. I just moved on. I made profit. And with that profit, I made more investments. And that led to more profits. And those profits led to more investments. All right? So yeah, I'm the guy who bought 50 Christmas lights at $2.50 each. But I sold them later in the year for like $10 each. I didn't know Christmas lights were never ever going to get brought back again. Right now, Christmas lights sell for over $150. There you go. I could cry about that a lot. Could you imagine that? 150 times 50? But I don't cry about it, because with those profits, I made more investments, and now here I am. Do you get the point? A long journey, very silly, but it works out. So if profit is good to you, take the profit. I'm going to go ahead, maybe not sell the interesting camouflage skins and whatnot, but still list a bunch of skins here and there. And again, no more than 5. I'm going to ride the momentum. I'm going to get those profits. And then, I should start probably selling some Christmas skins and whatnot. We're getting close to that. But you get the idea. Time it nicely. But now I have to talk about what's potentially happening over the course of the next 2 months. I've already mentioned December and Christmas. But we need to really get across January 2025. So if you weren't fully aware of this, January 2025, the January Force Wipe is happening on the 2nd of January. Please take this into consideration. Pretty much everywhere in the world, there's going to be like New Year's celebration and whatnot. Cool. I don't think anyone's doing anything on the 1st. So they'll be indoors, or play Rust. But on the Thursday, January 4th swipe. Also, I don't think kids are going to go back to school until at least the 6th of January. They're not going back on the 1st. I doubt they're going back on the 2nd. The 3rd is a Friday. Going back to school just for one day, that seems pointless. We'll just wait until the 6th. So I can't help but assume the January 4th weekend, the first weekend, there's going to be an absurd amount of people playing. And with the current momentum of people currently playing right now, can we reach over 100,000 average players for January 2025? Can we reach a peak player count above 200,000? I really do feel like it's possible. Consider this, June 2024, we had an average player count of 97,000. We were very close. But with the amount of people currently playing right now, and with the interesting things on the horizon, such as the primitive game mode face punches working on in the background at the moment, and also the jungle biome that seems to be worked on in the background at the moment, yeah, I think we're going to be seeing a lot more people playing, and we will finally reach up to player counts which we haven't seen since early 2021 when we had the offline TV era. Do you remember when that big server was made where all the biggest Twitch streamers were on it, and we had absurd amounts of people playing the game for the first time and, you know, enjoying it? Well, that did over 200,000 back then for peak player count, but since then we've never been close. But gradually, as time has gone on, Rust keeps getting more people playing the game. It keeps growing. This year, the lowest average player count for a month was 76,000. That is absurd. We are doing very, very well at the moment. So January, just about 6 weeks away now. Will everything line up where it's going to be the most absurd looking January? Will the Rust skin prices be even higher because there are potentially even more people playing? I have to take that into consideration. I have to. So, yeah. I can sell some stuff now. I can pace myself. I don't have to sell everything. I could probably sell half now. And as I say now, that might take maybe another 2 or 3 weeks to sell some batch of skins and whatnot. All right? So, yeah, we'll see how it all rolls out, but I'm still going to be making profit. And you can do the same if you want, but that's up to you. I don't think you have this many skins. Some of you probably have maybe like 10,000. Okay. You'd probably be more like me then. But if you only got like a few hundred skins, maybe you don't need to rush it so much. If you happen to own a lot of a specific skin, okay, yeah, you could probably start selling now right now if you want to. But again, remember, small batches, ride the wave of momentum, don't build up big fat walls. You'll only hurt your own profits, and that's dumb. Does that make sense? Okay, Tempered Tommy. Tempered Thompson was actually a pretty good skin to take a look at, to kind of get a good feel of the overall health of the Steam market. The point is it sold an absurd amount in the past, but when everybody's playing and enjoying the game, when the price is good here, it would indicate that the Rust economy is doing very well. So I like that you brought that up. So there's 164 of these currently listed on the Steam market, and if we look at its sales right now, it's improving. All right. Now, gradually as time has gone on, it's slowly going down and down and down. But as you can see, it was low in September, but since then it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, still going up, it's still going up, it's still going up. Is it going to go nicely upwards around January time, or is it just going to be slow? I don't know if January is going to be a dud like last year, or rather this year, because Christmas last year wasn't very good. January earlier this year wasn't very good. Seeing skin prices right now looks better than what things were looking like back in January this year. All right? Things are looking very, very promising. Things are looking so much better compared to the momentum in the lead up to post-Christmas last year. So you've got to be patient, smarter about things, and then you could also walk away with quite a lot of success as well, and potentially sweet, delicious profits. Simple as that. So just remember, this looks absurd, but if you've seen the many different builders I've been doing over the past year, like look at Hedge's video library. Oh my, pretty much a video every single day, quite literally. But you might notice I'm always doing builders. I'm always making suggestions for prices and whatnot. And I've definitely picked up a lot of skins for a much cheaper price. So if you're going to start learning now. I have a whole bunch of playlists right here. I've got like my Rust Economy 101 playlist right there for absolutely new people. If you want to get involved, these will help you out. It's, educational, but it's helpful. And if you've seen how successful I've been with it, maybe you might want to consider learning right now. And if you want to go see how things turned out at Christmas last year, Rust Christmas Investing 2023. And in this batch of videos right here, it just so happens I have this video. It's last year's flex video. 46,000 Rust skins, $67,000. So I've gained more in both things. That's not good, is it? No. Well, you'd look at it and say, Hedge, you're making more money. I've got to look for ways to put this away. Now, quick little hint, just want to point out that I think a lot of people would probably want that right there, the limited edition white, Steam Deck right there. If it's limited edition, and lots of people want it, but not everybody can get a hold of one right now, well, there you go, I'm just pointing out. But I would normally also convert my Rust profits and put them towards like Counter-Strike things, like buy some knives and whatnot. Try and look for discontinued collections. I've done that many times, and I can show you. I've got a collection right here. I have my Rust Christmas momentum list from 2022, and you can see how gradually, I start from here, November 28, and when I was making sales, the money goes up. And I was also keeping track of all the purchases I was making, like Keedstar Hollows from Katowice 2015 and whatnot. You can see all the purchases. In short, I must have sold around 20,000 plus Ruskins. $20,000 worth of Ruskins. Sorry. So, start figuring out things you can look towards. Counter-Strike, knives and whatnot. They tend to do a very good job of retaining most of their value, so that's a clever thing to do, because you will reach a point where you'll max out your Steam accounts. Like me, I have 8 right there, and you're going to need to buy things just so you can continue selling Ruskins. And with, right now and potentially December and January being the absolute best time to sell your Ruskins, you don't want to miss out. You want to sell them whilst you can for those lovely, sweet, delicious-looking profits, all right? Because once we delve into February, March, and April, we are then going to go through the Easter dip. Prices will go down again. So grab those profits whilst you can, and then buy those skins back again when they're cheap again around March and April time. Perfect, isn't it? I just showed this off a little bit earlier, and I'll show it again. Blackout Kill is a perfect example of understanding how the routine is every single year with Ruskins. So as you can see right now, $11.50, $13 if it's sold. Blackout Collection tends to be fairly in demand all the time. So if I just look at the sales history, you'll see it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. Now, if I were to just quickly look at this and sit here and say January time, when lots of people playing the game, prices are good. When we go through the Easter dip, March, April, less people playing the game, lower skin prices. Summertime, kids are out of school, summer vacation, skin prices go up. Autumn, fall, seasonal dip, kids go back to school, they can't play the game, they got homework, goes down. Oh, look, January again, Christmas period, goes back up in price. Do you see that? It go up, down, up, down, up. Routinely, every single year. When loads of people playing the game, prices go up, demand goes up. Not too hard to comprehend. Less people playing the game, lower demand for skins, lower skin prices. You get it. Cool. So, just take all of that information, maybe write down some notes, I guess. And you can slowly build up your own, inventory for... If we keep seeing more and more updates with, for Rust and whatnot, then this is only going to keep being successful. I don't have to worry about spending money on games and whatnot. I can just keep buying Steam Decks and Valve indexes if I want, So, do you want to start doing that? It's time to learn. I've already directed you to the likes of my YouTube videos and my playlists and whatnot. It's all there. I've provided a lot of information, helpful Ruskin investing videos right there, want to learn a new thing here and there. It's all there. All the information's there. You just got to dedicate some time to learn. Don't start asking questions in the comments. I can't answer every single thing individually. It's impossible. But yeah, it's doable. It's possible. You just got to put a little bit of effort in. You've got to look around. And then you can end up in a stupid situation like me. So here's the idea. I have 52,955 skins. They're currently worth over $75,000. I am now going to start keeping track with my sales. So that's the amount of money I currently have right now. And let's see how it progresses. Let's see how much I could potentially sell maybe within about 2 months. Much like what I've done in 2022 and 2023. All right then. So thank you very much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. Catch you later. See you. Goodbye.